Nkhani inaso yomvetsa chisoni imene yangotipeza kumene madzulo wa lero lino pa 26 February 2025 ndi oti ku parliament kudali chisokonezo ndipo according to opposition akuti kunabwera anyamata a Zikwanje ndipo awaphwesera matayala makamaka aphwesa matayala ama MP a DPP. Tatiyeni tiwerenge nkhani imene alemba a Zodiac online yalemba kuti parliament coverage. Mneneri wa chipani cha Democratic Progressive DPP yemwenso ndi phungu wa nyumba ya malamulo a Shadrack Namalomba wati ndi okhumudwa ndi zomwe achita anthu ena osadziwika pophwesa matayala ndi kuononga galimoto za phungu ambali yosusa mnyumbayi. Namalomba ati chitetezo chawo chili pa chiopsezo kamba ka zomwe zachitikazi. A Shadrack Namalomba athokozanso asilikali a gulu la nkhondo a MDF ati chifukwa chowapasa chitetezo. Aphunguwa mosogozedwa ndi mtsogoleri wa mbali yosusa Dr. George Chaponda anali mchipinda china ku nyumbayi kuyankhulana ndi atolankhani zomwe zidawapangisa kuti atuluke nyumba ya malamulo. Izi zinachitika pomwe mtsogoleri wa dziko lino Dr. Lazarus Chakwera anapita kukayankha mafunso kuchokera kwa aphunguwa. Zimenezo ndi zimene alemba a Zodiac, ndipo zimenezi zisadachitike George Chaponda adalembanso pa page yawo nthawi imeneyo nkuti atangotuluka mnyumba ya malamulo, ndipo adalemba motere: Dr. George Chaponda Facebook page akuti manyazi agwire President Chakwera ndi zigawenga zanu zomwe zaphwanya ndi kuphwesa matayala a galimoto za aphungu athu a DPP. This should never happen within parliament premises. Shame on you. Zimenezo ndi zimene alemba a leader of opposition, and post imeneyo ailemba 41 minutes ago. Kusatira kuphwekesedwa kwa matayala kwa aphungu a nyumba ya malamulo osusa boma, iwowa ngati mtsogoleri wosusa boma kapena kuti leader of opposition alemba motero pa Facebook page pawo. Komanso iwowa 3 hours ago nthawi imeneyo nkuti ali ku parliament konko zikukhala ngati amaziwa zimene zikuchitika, ndipo adalemba pa Facebook page yawo kuti we the opposition members of parliament are being threatened by the alleged State House security officials that we will be attacked for walking out of parliament. Parliament is our office, and whatever we do here is for our people that voted us to this house. No one should threaten us for doing our work. Whatever happens to any one of us today, we know who is behind. So zimenezi a leader of opposition Dr. George T. Chaponda adalembanso pa Facebook page yawo 3 hours ago. Nde after zimenezo ndi zimene zimachitikano kuti aphungu ena aku chipani chimene cha DPP aphweseredwa matayala galimoto. Ma pictures ena ndi amene mukuonawo, koma tikufuna tikuoneseni pamene zidayambira zinthuzi chifukwa anena kuti adatuluka mparliament ndi atatuluka parliament amaopsezedwa. Tikufuna tikuoneseni mmene aphungu osusa boma adatulukira mparliament lero lino pa 26 February pamene president wa dziko lino adazuka kuti ayambe kuyankha mafunso. Iwowa adatuluka mparliament motere.
I've been guided that you're supposed to come back tomorrow, please. Thank you. Honorable Leader of the House.
Good afternoon, Right Honorable Speaker and the whole House. The Honorable Member for Salima Southeast was sent out under Standing Order 105. And if you allow me to read that standing order.
Honorable Leader, are we going to start debating that issue here?
Because The standing order recognizes the first day as first day and the second day.
Honorable Leader
So he has
of the
already
House.
spent 2 days.
Honorable Leader of the House. I don't think
Much
we should
obliged, but it was
start-
under standing order 105.
Yes, but I've been guided that it was said that the member should come tomorrow. So let's not go back to that debate, please. We now go to the questions to understanding order 70B. And I'll ask the honorable member for Likoma Island to ask and confirm the question.
Thank you, Madam Right Honorable Speaker. Madam Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to ask question number PQT1, standing to my name on today's order paper. I thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency the President. Can I have all the honorable members? All the honorable members.
Madam,
Members, order on my right, please.
Madam Speaker, as it has been my custom from the onset of my presidency, I once again present myself before you and this entire assembly in compliance with the Constitution of the Republic of Malawi, which commands me as a servant of the Malawian people to appear before their representatives in this august house to answer their questions. In this context, it is only appropriate that as I begin, just like I've done in previous occasions, I make a statement by which I account for the State of the Nation address that I delivered here on the 14th day of February, and which the honorable members of this House have been debating in the 12 days since. A sacred duty that I feel honored and humbled to discharge, and for which I owe you and this House many deepest thanks. Madam Speaker, from following the debate on my State of the Nation address in this House closely, before I respond to specific questions, it's become clear to me that this presidential question time is distinct from all the others I have done before. Its uniqueness is in the fact that I stand here today not merely as one accountable, but also as one accused. And both legal and natural justice demand that I face and answer my accusers. The accusation leveled against me is that the State of the Nation address that I delivered before this House was a total lie designed to deceive Malawians and resulting from a chorus of ministers and senior officials who feed me with lies. And my unequivocal answer and plead to this pernicious charge is that I'm not guilty, my ministers are not guilty, and my senior officials are not guilty, as it will soon become clear. I never imagined, Madam Speaker, that a day would come when I would be forced to subject your good office and the dignity of this House to a narration of the process I undertake in constructing the State of the Nation address. But I beg your indulgence to do so this one time in order to allow the truth to triumph over the culture of false accusations that prevails in our politics. I say that there is a culture of false accusations in our politics, Madam Speaker, because, as you know, this is neither an isolated incident nor the first time that a false accusation has been leveled against me and published so far and wide that it even achieves wide acceptance among the most enlightened, thoughtful, educated, and respected Malawians here at home and abroad. For example, it is that same culture from which one opposition party in this House spread the false accusations that I had received bribes in exchange for MTF contracts in 2022, which I did not. It is that same culture from which this same party spread the false accusation that I ordered the arrest of the former Director General of the Anti-Corruption Bureau in 2023 when I did not. It is that same culture from which this same party spread the false accusation that I had assassinated my own Vice President in 2024 when I did not. And of course, it is that same culture from which this party even spread the false story that I had died just 5 months ago, which I certainly hope I did not. And so, Madam Speaker, this latest accusation that my State of the Nation address was, quote, all lies, unquote, to quote the Honorable Leader of Opposition, or that it was, quote, full of lies, end of quote, to quote the Honorable Member of Blantyre City South, comes out of this culture, and it is no surprise. But, Madam Speaker, if their accusation that my address was all lies is to be believed, it would mean that even when I said in my address that they are bona fide members of Parliament, it was all lies. And I saw them. They came, some of them walked out. If the accusation that I'm addressed was all lies is to be believed, it would mean that their own constituencies or members of their constituencies who acknowledge that they indeed received the cash transfers or NEF loans or CDF funds or school blocks or ICT labs or bridges or health services or bags of maize that I mentioned in my address are also lying. But I do not believe the people of Mulanje or Blantyre are like that. If the accusation that my address was all lies is to be believed, it would mean that even their fellow opposition MPs also lied when they acknowledged that their constituencies indeed received the developments I mentioned in this SONA, including the DPP Member of Parliament from Mwanza Central, who acknowledged the health units and schools we have delivered, and the stadium and police unit that are 90% done, or the DPP Member of Parliament for Zomba Malosa, who acknowledged the construction of a police unit at Domas using the development funds my government provided, or the DPP Member of Parliament for Yangotipeza South who acknowledged the rural hospital in Tarime. As you can see, Madam Speaker, even in the opposition's own rank are honorable members who are honest enough to dispute the allegation that my State of the Nation address was all lies. And so, like every